Hey, it's Tuesday tea time with Dorarena, and I hope that some of you tried out the sweet and sour meatball recipe, and hopefully it turned out good for you. Let me know if you tried it out, all right? Okay, so tea time with Dorarena. Got to drink out of a straw right now. We're going through some dental things. Okay, so anyway, today we're going to talk about purpose. And maybe I think in the next week or two we have a guest coming that's going to join in with us, and I'm excited about that. So we got a few of them lined up to share their wisdom with us. And so that's exciting to get a different perspective from other women and young ladies, and you know, wisdom has no age. So anywho, we're going to talk about purpose, and so I want to read the definition. We pretty much know what purpose is, right? That's really kind of simple, you know. But the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists, okay? So I want to share with you what Mark Twain said. This is really good. He said that the two most important days in your life are the day that you're born and the day you find out why. That's pretty good, isn't it? And so it's important that we find our purpose, right? Okay, so without purpose, it's like, you know, we get stuck. It's kind of, I was thinking about this, it's kind of like driving through a roundabout, you know, and you don't really know which exit to take. So without purpose, you know, we're just, you know, we don't have our meaning or reason to exist, and that's important. And man, you know, there's a lot of people that struggle in that area, and it affects your identity, it affects your values and things like that. So it's important that we discover what our purpose is. And you know, we kind of complicate that our own selves, because we think that in order to find out your purpose, you know, you gotta jump over a sky-high hurdle, you know, or it just takes too long to try to find out what that is. But you know, actually our purpose is right within us. Is right within us. So all we need to do is we need to learn how to draw that purpose out. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to share with you some things that will help you to find your purpose, or to at least get on that trail or that road to finding your purpose. Okay, how about that? So one thing about it is we have to give ourselves space and time, okay? And that's in order for us to find our purpose, and it's necessary that we take actions, okay? So you want to know your dream. All of this aligns with purpose, aligns with your dream, your values, and your actions. Okay, so we're gonna, go over a little bit of that for you. Your purpose helps you to understand who you are. You know, you can look this up your own self, but there's some people out there that's trying to be somebody else, and it's important that you know who you are and not try to be somebody else. And I'll share a little bit more about that with you, but maybe some of you have heard about the human Barbie, that spent thousands of dollars to look like Barbie. And now this is a thing. There's other women are doing the same thing. They want to look like Barbie, and it's just crazy. Okay. So first of all, our purpose has no limit and has no age limit, okay? So, it doesn't really matter how old you are, or how young you are. You can still get on that trail to find your purpose, okay? So just know that. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, what do you love? What do you love? What are you passionate about? And that'll help you. The other thing is, what are you good at? And that's talking about profession. What are you good at? And the other thing is, what does the world need? What is your mission? What can you add to the world? What's on your heart to add to the world? Okay? And that, like I said, it is within you. Your purpose is within you. Okay? But whatever you do, don't make your purpose about money. Because, then you go chasing after the money, and, you can kind of get off track on that. But if you chase after your passion, what you're good at, your mission, things like that, that brings fulfillment in life. And so we wanna focus on that. If you have not discovered it yet, that does not mean that you won't, and don't beat yourself up behind it, okay? Because like I said, it has no age limit. Instead, see your wrong turns as an opportunity to figure out what you don't want. That's wisdom right there. Don't beat yourself up. Just use the wrong turns as an opportunity. Just like, I was talking about that roundabout. When we get on a roundabout, sometimes, when we're trying to find our purpose, we don't know which exit to take. And so, okay, sometimes we take the wrong exit, but, we can, soon as we find out it's the wrong one, we turn, get back on the right track again, and that's a lesson learned. And that's how wisdom comes anyway. Wisdom comes by learning from your experiences, not, doing the same dumb thing over and over and over again. I mean, you know what I'm saying, because, some of us, sometimes we do the same dumb thing over again, but finally we hit the wall and it's like, boom, okay, I got it now, But the thing is, learn from your experiences and don't beat yourself up just because you made a wrong turn. That's a part of life. It's a part of living. It's a part of learning. Okay? So one of the things that when it came to finding purpose for me, one of the things was the fear of failure. That was a hard one for me, because I just I don't want to fail, but fear is the #1 killer to confidence, and it stunts your growth. It paralyzes you, and you can't move forward. You can't discover anything because you're too afraid to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I mean, because I'm not the only one. I know that. Okay, so when we fear the outcome or part of the process, we paralyze ourselves and we will not move forward, okay? So we have to take action. And when we take action, remember I shared this once before, when we take action, action is what helps increase our level of confidence. I mean, you know, if you don't do anything, you'll never know what you're capable of doing. Does that make sense? You know, so I like what Eleanor Roosevelt said, and I have this on my website. I really like this. She said, you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. Isn't that good? Because really, unless you take on fear and look at it in its face, and you refuse to allow fear to control your emotions, your thoughts, you know, you've gained ground. Every step, every action you take against your fears, you gain ground. You know, and I heard, I don't know, some of you may know who Joyce Myers is, but I've heard her say, do it afraid. And really, that was one of the things that really helped me to really just step out. And sometimes it's, you know, I just had to do it afraid. And because I know my purpose, because, you know, once you know your purpose, then you have fulfillment. And it's kind of like what comes to mind is an energy bar or something, you know. I mean, you just get this burst of energy or something, and you just, you know, go after your goal, go after your dream, because you know your purpose, you have a reason for living. And you know, a lot of people fall into despair, into hopelessness, because they don't know their purpose. And, you know, when you don't know your purpose, then you start identifying yourself with somebody else that you want to be. You know, like the Barbie, you know, she's a human Barbie. And she got plastic surgery with the big eyes and the big breasts and this real small waistline and all this kind of stuff. But her thinking is just messed up, you know. And so, like I said, there's others out there now, they're trying to be Barbie. Well, if you know your purpose, you could just be who you are. You don't have to be somebody else. And we need to learn how to be true to ourselves, who we are, and not try to be like somebody else. And then when we do that, you know, we have no values. We're not living by the right values, our own values that are within us. You know, our own purpose that is within us. We're trying to live out somebody else's purpose. And that'll never give you true peace and satisfaction. Okay? So we have to ask yourself this: what about the discovery process is frightening to you? Write that down. And then ask yourself, what is frightening to you about this process of, you know, learning your purpose, you know, and discovering your dreams? You know, What lie is your fear trying to tell you? Write it down. What is the lie that he's trying to tell you? Is he trying to tell you, well, people, they're going to laugh at me, or nobody's going to support me, or nobody's going to, they're going to, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, you can't listen to the voice of fear, because fear lies to you and tell you, you can't do that. But if it's in your heart, if it's your purpose, it's already in you to do it. You just need to know how to draw it out. And so I'm going to give you a few things that will help you draw these things out, okay? One is to know your values, okay? Values and action is what will help you find your purpose. Right now, we're going to talk about value, okay? Having values. What is your core value, okay? So your core value is that most inner important thing to you, and to know your values is to know what's important to you, and it will help bring self-awareness, okay? So those things are important, okay? So I want to tell you, I thought this was really good. And Roy E. Disney, that's Walt Disney. I think he was Walt Disney's nephew or something like that. And he said, when your values are clear to you, making decisions come easier. Isn't that something? When your values are clear to you, making decisions comes easier for you, And so I'm going to share with you, now this is Women of Wisdom core values, which we have 6 core values. So this is more like a business values for the organization, which one is responsibility, empowerment, community, collaboration, diversity, and excellence. Those are the core values for Women of Wisdom. But you know what? We want to know for ourselves, what are our core values? And so there's many on a list that could be your core values. It could be accountability, could be one. It could be beauty, could be one. It could be accuracy, or faith or spirituality, wisdom. There's a whole lot of core values. And my advice would be to at least find 4 to 5 core values. What is really important to you, and then just start living by those core values, because those things are what's most important to you. And when you follow through on the things that are really important to you, then you have a sense of fulfillment, you have a sense of peace, you're respecting yourself and honoring yourself, and you're keeping they're like convictions, personal convictions. This is what I live by. This is what I value. And when you live by those, you'll feel better about yourself, and it would help you towards your purpose. These things all align together. They add up together. And so you want to know those things, because if everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. I'll repeat that. If everything is a priority, nothing is a priority. So we have to narrow down our values and what we believe and live by those values. So our core values represent who we are at the core of who we are. Okay, so you can kind of see how that would be so important to follow, or, well, I don't want to say groom, but to live according to those standards. You know, you can see how that would be important to shaping who you are. Okay, so when we really understand our values, then we can move forward. Okay, so I want you to do this for me. Okay, I have a list of core values. I mean, it's a long list. And so if you would, on the response box, or whatever you call it, on the comment box, let me know that you want a copy of that list, okay? And I will make sure that you get a copy of that list. And then what you can do is just go through the list and just really think about it and circle at least 4 or 5 of those values that you believe that are really, really important to you. And sometimes to do the process of elimination, you can do like maybe add 3 more, do 8 of them, and then just kind of look it over and then just kind of cross the ones out that you think that are more important than the other till you get down to about 4 or 5. And then you know that's where those more important things, you live by those important things and start practicing that. Put it into practice and start living based off of those core values. And don't let anyone sway you from what's important to you, okay? And don't lose your identity in someone else. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow other people to shape you into what they want you to be. Let your core values shape you into who you are, because they come from the inside, and the inside is who you are, the core of your being. That's who you are, and that's where your purpose is. And so all these things will help you draw that purpose out. Okay? So let's see where we at. Okay, so we're talking about actions now, taking actions, okay? And I have mentioned this once before, that, you know, taking actions, that is really the only way you're really going to boost your confidence, boost your level of your confidence up, is by taking action. It is never going to happen if you never step out, okay? So again, I want to reiterate, do not allow your fears to control you and to dictate to you how you're going to live life, because your fears will lie to you and tell you you are incapable of this, and you're incompetent, and you can't do this, and people are going to think that you're crazy because, I mean, you know, what kind of education do you have to think that you ought to be doing anything like that? Well, let me tell you, sometimes it's not about education. I'm telling you now, because wisdom, I've said this before, wisdom you know, you can be educated and still not be wise. Come on now, you know what I'm talking about. You probably have encountered some people like that. Because, you know, you got people that got PhDs. You got people that are professors and psychologists and stuff like that, and they don't have any wisdom. They can teach you all the stuff that they learned in a book, but when it comes to their own personal lives and exhibiting wisdom, they don't have it. So, you know, wisdom is not something that you can learn in a book. You know, of course you can, you know, educate yourself on things, but it's all about your experiences and having the proper wisdom to know how to judge things properly. You know, so, you know, you don't have to be real educated to follow your purpose in life. Okay? So be encouraged about that, okay? And like I said, there's no age limit. So you may be older or whatever and think, oh man, you know, I don't even know what my purpose is. Well, it's not too late for you to find out. Just follow your passion, what you love to do, okay? What your mission, find out what your mission is and what profession, what are you good at. It doesn't have to be something that you went to school for, because sometimes, you know, we go to school for things that we think we want to do or become, and then we find we have no fulfillment in that. You know, I mean, I wanted to be a nurse. You know, I wanted to be a police officer. You know, that was, you know, I thought that was my dream. But, you know, come to find out, you know, here I am. I'm doing Women of Wisdom, you know, and other things, you know, and, you know, I'm enjoying what I'm doing because it's in my heart to help people and to train and mentor people. You know, matter of fact, you know, we have a program that we're working on right now called Caterpillars to Butterflies. And we're putting this curriculum together so that we can start meeting more often. And we also are working on some support groups, some WOW support groups, because as women, you know, we need to be supporting one another. We really, we need each other. You know, what's in you, what's in me, you know, really helps to fill a void that's in us. And, you know, it helps us to be better women instead of all of this other stuff about being, you know, jealous and all that kind of stuff. Come on. We all got something to add. One is not more valuable than the other one. We all got something to add, okay? So be encouraged about that, okay? Okay, the difference between where we are and where we go is what we do. So we have to step out. I got that from this lady named Jess. I thought that was really good. That's worth sharing. I like that. So I was telling one of my sons long ago, in order to step out and, you know, take actions, you know, we need to set goals. And I was telling my son, you know, set a 1-year goal. Where do you want to be at 1 year from now? That's what I was telling him back then. You know, where do you want to be at 5 years and 10 years? You know, it helps to write that stuff down. And then what you can do on your 1 year goal, what you can do is you can break that down into 12 and do one each month. Work on one each month. What is your goal? You know, what's your okay, I have this value, and okay, let me just choose one. I'll choose accountability. I like accountability. And so I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on being accountable and allowing others to hold me accountable. And so I'm going to work on that. That's a value to me, you know. And so we start working on our values and recognizing those things that are important to us. Okay, let's take a tea break. I got sweet tea with a little lemon in it. Yeah, it's pretty good. So in order for you to follow your purpose, to know your dreams, you must know what you value, and then you must take action. You must take steps. And these values and steps and stuff will help you find out what your purpose is in life. And so, like I do have a passion to, you know, well, let me say this. Sometimes your passion can even come out of, you know, your pain in life, you know, how you grew up and everything. And so with me, I do have a passion towards teen pregnancy. I have a passion to help prevent teen pregnancy and those teen mothers, you know, helping them. And, you know, I'm here. I was placed on this earth to help people. And I know that, you know. And so the purpose thing is finding out, how can you help? How can you help change the world? And you know, it doesn't have to be starting a nonprofit or anything like that, you know, or, you know, just, you know, we make fun of this at Women of Wisdom, but, you know, we're looking for that special someone that's gonna, you know, invent that hair remover, you know, so that us women, you know, we don't have to worry about that hair. Somebody's mission is to create, you know, some facial hair removal stuff that we don't have to keep plucking and shaving. All right? You know what I'm talking about, women. So it doesn't, you know, it may be a profession, you know, it may be, you know, could be working for someone else. It could be working for yourself. But whatever it is, you know, don't chase the money, because you won't find any fulfillment in that, okay? So anywho, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope that has helped you and given you some type of direction to find purpose, because like I said, it really affects our identity and who we are. And like, you know, this lady, her name is Valerie. You can look her up if you want to, but, you know, she has no idea of who she is. And, you know, she had a dream, and, you know, through her dream, she got a name. And one of the ladies that she's infatuated about looking like Barbie, that she says she knows that Barbie is a doll, but she's real to her, and that she's like Barbie reincarnated, you know, rebirth into Barbie. You know, that's a loss of identity. That is trying to be somebody that you're not. You know, we, our own selves, have our own personality. We have our own way of thinking. We have our own way of processing things to make decisions. And it has nothing to do with anyone else. That's what makes us who we are. And so, like I said, start on the what do I value the most? And again, send me a, you can message me if you want your email address, or you can leave in the box below or whatever that you want a list of the core values to find out what you value the most. Okay? So, thank you, ladies, for joining me today. And I hope that you this really helped you. I want to remind those that may not be aware that Women of Wisdom is having an Incomparable Beauty Workshop on the 28th of August, which is on a Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. We also are going to have, it's also on Saturday morning, 8:30, we have a continental breakfast, and ending around 12:30, we're going to have lunch with Panera Bread. And so our registration online ends on Wednesday, the 26th. And so after that, you'll have to purchase a ticket at the door. Online purchase is $25. At the door is $30. And so we hope that you're able to join us. If you can't join us Friday and Saturday, you can come Friday or Saturday. The price still remains the same. But we look forward to seeing you there. And let me tell you, we're going to have a blast. Because really, you know what? We need to have a little laughter. We need to have some fun with everything that's going on around us. You know, we need somewhere to release our stress and just be around the positivity. And so if you know some young ladies, because anywhere from 12 years old up that would like to come, invite them to come. And we will be doing someone gave us a donation of 2 free tickets, and so we're going to be doing a giveaway for the tickets. So I'll probably post that tomorrow, and you know, then we'll have a winner. So if you want somebody to come with you, participate in the giveaway we have 2 free tickets that's been donated. So, okay, ladies, yes, I would like and love to have the list. I will make sure I get that to you, Teresa. Is that right? Who is that? Nope. Takora. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll get that to you. Okay, so remember, young ladies, remember, walk in wisdom, okay? I'll see you next Tuesday. Love you. Bye-bye.